Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was that kind of week.
Woo! Chopvision, episode 29. Let's go.
Yo, it's our last week in the motherfucking 20s. We turn into grown ass men next week, bro.
Yeah, we about to hit that 30.
That
We about to
dirty
do
30.
That
It's
dirt
gonna be a
30.
nasty episode.
Cheese, cheer. What is up, everybody?
Yo,
How
what's
y'all
poppin'?
doing? We just good. I mean, it was a great, crazy week of work for me. Things was nuts, but otherwise everything's coming down. Christmas is coming up. Moods are getting to get a little rusty with people at malls. I had to go to a mall on Thursday. Shit was a little wild with that, but
Your ass is crazy.
I wasn't my
trying
choice.
to go to the motherfucking mall, homie.
That wasn't my choice. You know that wasn't my choice. That was all due to the wifey having to get gifts, but it wasn't bad. There was nobody there.
What's up, Alex?
On a Thursday. What up, Alex? Yeah, there was
to you.
Shout out to you, sir. There was no one there on a Thursday. It was kind of late, people kind of quiet. It was good. I discovered a great song, this week. Shouts to the song that I'm playing in the background. It's called R.I.P. Young by Isaiah Rashad. Isaiah Rashad. He's like a top dog rapper, same billing as Kendrick and them. But on this certain remix, my man decided to go and get Project Pat and Juicy J. And Project Pat, who I am familiar with, but not the most familiar with. Like, I can't say like I know verses like that. But when you know that someone snaps on a song, like you're just like, oh, he was in it.
He just lost his motherfucking mind.
This verse was very just like very much that, like very like that. If you're gonna do Southern style like that, I was like, okay. To the point where I'm just like, this might be up for like one of the verses of this year, to me, in my opinion, because just how delivery, how hard it went. I mean, I've been pushing this. I've been playing this all weekend. Like, when you play a song on like triplet and like just repeat.
Yeah,
I haven't done that since 14, but I've been doing that. Like with this song, I'll just be outside smoking, but I'll do that. Driving the car, play it over and over, just because of the vibe it has. I mean, you heard it, you heard it at the beginning, so there it is.
No doubt.
But otherwise, back to the mall situation. Yeah, we were at the mall. It was cool. People are a little crazy, but like otherwise, good
people
times.
Stupid, bro. I don't fuck with that time of the year and the shopping malls and shit.
It wasn't too bad. We had the stroller, so the kid was okay. She was just kind of checking out all the lights. Not too many people got too close because I was the one pushing the stroller. If you know what I'm saying. If it was the other way around, they'd be like, "Oh, baby," but like my ass with a mask on, like you're not really trying to, So
I tell you, trust me, it's the worst, bro. Oh my god, I love her hair. Yo, why in the fuck are you touching my child?
Don't touch my child's hair. Don't do that. It's weird. It's just kind of strange.
That's a thing that's not contend with, dog.
But speaking of Juicy J and Project Pat, we had a versus this week.
A versus like no other versus. The first versus ready.
You go on, sir. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I watched that whole shit, dog, and I'm gonna say it was one of the best.
One of the best.
In my opinion, one of the best for me.
Now, you don't have to say. I mean, we're safe here. I know it's your opinion here, but really,
this is not a safe space. And whatever, like for me, like that was. I'd forgot the amount of bangers that the fucking Mafia had out. Like
they did have,
when we had our whole episode last week with the 3. There was some shit that I'm like thinking about it. I had like remorse. I was like, oh man, why did I pick that? Fuck! Like, there were some bangers, bro.
They had their time. I mean, I think it's more appreciated now.
Their time, Bands Will Make Her Dance was still just hot. What, like 2 years ago?
That's funny that it was funny because I was speaking to my boy about that, and it's funny that they went with playing those songs. Like they really just went with the songs that were hitting. You know what I mean? Naturally, yes, you're gonna go with the songs you're gonna go with your hits, but it's like not from what I'm understanding because I didn't see the whole thing. Not too many 3-6 songs so much as like a Juicy J verse here, a Juicy J verse here.
Right.
DJ Paul raps, right? Or he just produces.
Paul raps, yeah.
Yeah, so then you know what I mean? Like
dude, they had Terrence Howard come out.
I know they did. I didn't know why they did that.
I don't know why they did that.
Did they bring out 8-Ball and MJG?
Of course.
They did.
8-Ball and MJG. Young Buck, like Young Buck was out too.
Really?
Little Wayne came the fuck out.
Wow.
Bone Thugs brought out Chamillionaire.
They
brought out little motherfucking John, bro.
Hmm.
Okay, like
Oh yeah,
yo,
because yeah, Crazy's
Crazy
on the
Bone did a
remix.
track with
He's on the remix. Yes. Hmm.
dude, like yo, fire. And I was watching on the TV,
Yeah.
and like I did that new age shit to where I recorded the television while I was
Yeah.
like, and like after the
Is
whole,
that new age shit? Hold on, wait. Let me double. Whoa, huh? What is that new age shit? Is that new age
I'm
shit?
gonna say yeah, man. We used to click on the radio or like with the TV and the VCR and try to record, but like yo, I just held up the celly, bro, and this. What's up,
That's
Lee
true.
J?
What's up, Lee J? What's up,
Yeah,
King?
I just held up the phone to the beating pork frat. Yo, why you always shop?
Why you
Ain't
gotta do
never
that
got
to us, bro?
me hungry.
Well, I'm hungry. You can't.
Shit, I
You
like
can't do
eating
that.
pork
Yeah.
fried rice, hash browns. Like I like hash browns. I like some pork fried
I,
rice.
like hungry. They're like pig's feet.
Right?
Shit.
So after the whole incident where they were slow dancing to one of Busy's verses,
Right.
and like he was like, "Yo, ain't none of these ugly niggas gonna da 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 da."
Yeah, I
Fire!
saw that. So
He
what?
chucked the mic.
At what point was that into the show? Was that halfway, 3/4 in, starting? What?
Yeah, it was close. Like it wasn't towards the end by any means.
This goofball. So why do you do like who's
Now I
calling?
can't even say goofball, bro. Like yo, when you're passionate about your shit, like we all know that Busy's busy, dude. He ain't changed since the beginning.
Who's calling him ugly?
No, he was calling Juicy J and that side of the thing ugly. Nobody was calling him shit. He just went off like, yo, ain't none of these motherfuckers gonna sit there and disrespect me while and mock me while I'm rapping.
Yeah, they
And
are.
Juicy J was like, suck my
My
dick.
dick. Yeah, good. I mean,
Yeet.
not
Yo,
that I'm inviting
international,
that, but
you
yeah,
tells a man's, yo,
yeah,
suck
yeah. I know those are fighting words internationally. It's just known. You tell a
rapping
grown man to
words,
his
yo.
face, just you invite a grown man to his penis, and that's usually what happens. Are you high? No, I'm just squinting because there's a bright ass light in my face. That's exactly what I'm. These comments. Are you high? One person might be. My face right here. No,
I'm
sir.
working on it though.
He's working on it though. I am just squinting because there's a bright ass light in my face, and I'm trying to read these comments. So that's it. That's what
But
happens
yo,
when you get
like,
old.
when you get old and shit. Like, yo, just I knew it was gonna happen. No
Right.
one like following Busy, like, because I'm a fan of his music and shit.
Mm.
So I knew something was gonna pop off and it was gonna be his ass to do it. Just the way he walked out with the Scully on, like the hat with the dart. I'm like, you giving off real nigga energy right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
real, and I don't mean that in a good way. I mean like real
No,
nigga
like
energy.
when keeping it real goes wrong type of energy. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But
No.
yo, he popped off, they did their thing, he came back out and he was like, yo, my apologies, blah blah blase blase. It was like, yo, let's just fucking do this. But he went in the back and someone was like, hey, you don't fucking go back out there and finish this shit. You fuck
Yeah,
this up. Ain't
you ain't
nobody
getting
catching the
paid.
bag.
You ain't definitely not getting paid.
Ain't
Fuck out of
nobody
here.
getting paid. Your ass gonna be the reason that nobody's getting Christmas this year, nigga. Like,
Right. Yeah, absolutely not. That's for
so like
sure.
for sure that's what happened. Like I ain't 100, but I'm most definitely like in my mind, that's the shit that popped the fuck off. But then they came out and they did like he just killed it, and they were like, "Yo, we need you to like kill that verse." And like here, I'm gonna get roasted for this one.
First of the month of
Notorious
Crossroads.
Thug,
Oh yeah.
Notorious Thug, right? Where he just fucking he goes off like, "Yo, he went
Yeah.
off." It was great.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then they did Crossroads, like they closed it out with Crossroads,
Everybody
and it
has
was
an Uncle
all love.
Charles. Everybody has an Uncle Charles when Crossroads
I
comes
don't
on.
remember hearing Uncle Charles though.
What are you talking about?
I
They
don't
didn't
remember
do the
hearing
part
them.
where like,
I
when
don't
I
think
miss
they
my
did
Uncle
the verse.
Charles. Really?
I don't remember hearing, and I miss my Uncle Charles. Like I don't remember that
That's
because I
not.
remember I was looking for it, and I may have been faded and shit. It's a possibility. I had been watching the show like throughout the whole thing, and my old ass was a little blooded and like, all right, this is fire, but Papa Bear need a nap, right? You know
Especially
what I
when
mean?
them shit start at what 9 real nigga time, like 9:30, and then it don't actually get on the stage till what 10. So it's like
Fire nonetheless, bro. Like
true.
if you haven't watched that, watch that shit just
I
for
have
the.
so many things I haven't watched. I haven't watched Kanye on Drink Champs. I haven't finished watching
I
Raekwon and
listened to
Ghostface.
Kanye on Drink Champs.
Yeah, I haven't. No, I haven't like since just not really going anywhere like that. Podcasts, listening to other podcasts other than being on my own. No, no time. No time for that.
That would make sense. Like,
Yeah, I'm
I
just
gotta
like
see the vibe
chilling.
now.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's really that it.
I don't
That's
think they did first of the month.
Mm!
Oh shit! I know they did Thuggish Ruggish Bone. They brought the chick out
They
for
didn't
that.
do first of the month.
I don't
The
think
damn
so.
shit was on the second, and they didn't do first of the month, or was it on the first?
No, I
This is
think it
on
was
the
on the second. It was the second, December 2nd.
Bone Thugs. Do better. Do absolutely better. Bone Thugs.
I don't until you watch it, dog. I don't.
No, no, no. Bone
I don't.
Thugs and Harmony. No, no, I can't. If that's your flagship song. That's like MC
That's
Hammer
not
doing
their
a con.
flagship song, though,
That's
dog.
their flagship song. To me and to any of the like yes, to
To
y'all.
you, just leave it
No,
at that.
to y'all, to the hardcores, it's not their flagship song. To the mainstream, to which what verses is really matters to, first in a month.
I think versus
And
matters more to the real ones, bro.
nah, I will have to say midpoint on that. Meaning it's half and half. But I
It
really
maybe
feel
have,
like
but the real ones, like I'm a real one, and I tune in for that
it
shit.
is for the real ones to tune in, but it is for also the casuals to be like, oh yeah, I remember Bone Thugs, and then remember songs that they never even really heard but think they remember it, and then go and download that shit following on Spotify and so on and so forth.
Oh well, yeah, that's the trap for sure. Like,
Well
let's not even
then
get that twisted.
so it's like, yeah, hardcores already know the songs. They're not going to just run them back. They already run them back.
But yeah,
It's
they're
the
already in
newbies coming in.
rotation.
Right, exactly. It's the newbies that are like, oh shit, this song. So at which point, if you're not for flagship or not, if you're not doing first of the month and it's the second of the month,
Well, it's not the
idiot.
first.
Doesn't matter. It's close enough. It is close enough. That is literally like they can get
It
away with
comes on
that.
the first and the 15th, homie. It ain't the first and the second.
Nah.
And if the
Nah.
checks show up on the second, yo, why you running the check late for? What are you out here doing? Like, I'm not.
Fail. That's a hard fail.
I
Man.
don't know, dude. It was fire to me. Like, I had no idea Little John was coming out. Like,
I even that's a
and
random pull for them.
yeah, but dude, it was fucking fire.
Hmm.
Like the unexpectedness of it is like, and like if you obviously you know the beat when a beat comes on, you're like, wait, are they? And it out pops like Little John's like this shit. And I lost my mind. I mean, like it was quiet. Motherfuckers was sleeping in my house and shit. I'm like, yeah, go. I'm like, oh
Waking
fuck.
up the whole family and shit.
Waking up the whole block, bro. Fuck, just the
Family, just the block.
bro.
That's
Yeah.
some
So
shit.
my neighbors were probably like, what the fuck's wrong with this nigga? Yo, it's Little John. Like,
Little John usually, yeah, Little John would be the one to kind of. It's a wild card, but it's a good wild card to pull if you're gonna pull it.
you ain't going wrong with it. Like, it was like pulling
Yeah.
out 8 Ball and MJG. Like, dude, when
True.
Little Wayne came out on this shit, I was mind.
That's kind of nuts.
I'm like, yo, you just brought out Wheezy.
I haven't seen Wheezy in a minute. Like I haven't really even paid attention to what Little Wayne.
But he's got like a bunch of shit that he's dropping like for the past couple of weeks and shit.
Okay, so he's probably gearing up for some sort of album launch or something.
It's got to be. I mean, I think the nigga need a haircut, but whatever. That's.
How do you mean? What's it looking like?
Yo, his dread look bad, bro.
Yeah,
bad.
Like not like any no kind of recovery. Okay, I need to check this out.
Yeah,
actually, like,
by all means. I mean, are we fixing it? Yo, is he not gonna be the first one to be roast? Is he?
No, we're not gonna roll because I'm just trying to see Lil Wayne's hair first before I decide if I'm gonna like.
Dude, I'm telling you, the bleach done took the.
Oh, so they're probably just like crusted now. Like they're just
crusted.
not even...
Yo, missing like.
Missing? What do you mean missing?
Missing. I mean, he got like the little Aunt Ruthie fro, but like dread still. Like it's.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yo, you see happening? That? You see that? Like, yo, you worth like $1 gajillion, nigga. You can't go get your shit fixed.
Yeah,
I see
really
niggas on YouTube that got hair like we do and come back with full dreads, bro.
No, let me. Yeah, because
we doing this.
Yeah, we're doing this. We have to do this because this is kind of nuts. Hold on.
I mean, yeah, but we're waiting for our special guest, right? We might as well.
I mean, it's not just that, but it's like, what is going on? What do you mean, dude? Okay, so first I'm gonna pull up. Okay, I'm gonna do the old share and then screen and the tab and such. Okay,
do that stuff.
So we're pulling that up. All right, this is what his hair used to
Used
look
to look like.
at a healthy pace. You know, that was Wheezy. This is like Carter 2 Wheezy, right? Little Wayne now is like this, this,
It's like, yo,
this.
Wheezy. Even that, the half and half, bro, I'm okay with. But
Have
that new
yeah,
blonde shit that looks like it's falling the fuck out,
I
like,
don't know,
yo,
man.
he ain't got no mans, bro. Like, homie.
Your friends can't tell you, like, my man, you need to
I
fix
mean,
that,
like, I get that
baby.
you worth all kinds of money and shit, right? You like, yo, you punchy and all that. Somebody needs to hold you the fuck down, bro. Be like,
Someone
hey,
definitely needs to tell you, hey, buddy, that's
homie,
probably not the good way
you
to go.
might wanna go see like Monquisha and let her hit a lick on you. Like,
Oh
she
man,
need to do something, bro.
that's not right.
I don't
Definitely
even
not right.
when I seen that, I was like, oh, what we see. And like Lil Wayne's my daughter's favorite rapper out. Like
Favorite.
favorite rapper. Like that's her Biggie, Tupac, like, that's her thing. Like
Okay.
Lil Wayne's her shit. And she gave me shit for the last episode. She goes, you didn't even mention Wayne. I'm like, how you go? I'm aware that Lil Wayne is a G, but at the same time, like that was my list.
Yes, this
And
is
I
true.
probably could have put some Lil Wayne shit on there, but we weren't going. I went based on albums.
Wayne has some great albums. He wanted to talk about Carter 3, and I was like, Reginald, I disagree because the Carter fucking 2 to me is a
What was
fantastic.
the Carter 2?
The
What was the
cover
banger?
had the banger off that was a fireman, but then it had more fire. It had freaking
Solid album.
yeah, great album. The Mob. It opened with the Mob. It was to me it's a great
I
piece.
think the Carter with the a milli on it was like his
That's Carter 3.
the Carter 3 that
That's Carter 3.
murdered shit for him though. Like that
Yeah, that took him like to a totally different stratosphere. But I feel like Carter 2 is where he was like really like rapidy rapping, whereas like Carter 3 was still rapping but going down, not down, but you know what I mean, like just kind of. It
just
wasn't
collecting checks, bro. Well, not really. I mean,
that
he was
too.
trying to get
Really,
fluff,
it
but
was
like yo,
really
just
just that.
taking money.
It was really
And
that.
that album era, like nobody he was on everything.
Everything. There was a
Like
time where you could not see Wayne on shit, and it was like, oh, okay, here he is again. Oh, and again. Oh, and the next one, and you'd be finding remixes. Like
and
you just put in Little Wayne and just find new remixes every week.
dude, this nigga was crazy. I mean, he went from spitting bling bling to
Mm.
like I'm a rock star skateboarding. Like he touched all bases and
Yeah,
was like, yo, I'm gold.
yeah,
So yeah, I definitely think he's up there by himself. Like he's one of those cats that's made it to that level of
yeah, yeah.
you can't talk about the top 10 and not mention Wayne.
No, that's what I'm actually quite happy for that now that you can't do that and not mention Wayne
Like
because
there's no
people
way.
used to shit on him just because it's like, oh, it's Little Wayne, and it's like, no, but really, like, let's just really chill out and
Do
kind
the
of
Weezy Wee and phone home. Like, yo,
yeah. There's that. There's Phone Home. See that? Okay, Carter 3, yes, it's more of a recognized album because of all the like hits it has, but I just feel like Carter 2 is just like perfect leeway like into it,
100%. It's
so that's why.
the best baby brother you like.
Mm.
It's not the little messed up wing in the chicken pat. Like it's the good wing. Like it's
Yeah,
a
like he's
solid out
healthy, he's good,
100%.
right?
Like
So
yo,
yeah.
the Go DJ was one of my favorite tracks off that album
Go
by
DJ
far.
was a good track. Go DJ was a big tune. Holy
Right?
shit. Yeah, I forgot about Go DJ.
Like dude, that used to be on every mixtape that I made. Yeah, I'm old
Yeah.
enough to where I mixed my own mixtapes and shit. Like that was the thing.
That's not something you gotta like justify to people. Be like, yeah, I'm old enough for that. Like, of course, I love making my own mixtapes. I love the idea of just like finding like what 18 to 26 songs, depending on how many songs, or whatever, and like sequencing them onto a CD. Like, I wasn't no random person who would just take songs and throw them onto a CD. I hated
I
niggas
took the
who did
shit
that.
that I liked.
Right. I took shit seriously when I was like, okay, let me go and put
Well, yeah,
this. I want this
producer
song.
and shit.
Well, no, it was just like it was fun. It was just like, what do I want to listen to? I'm going to be on a long ass bus ride. I don't want to hear the same type of shit the entire time.
Oh
If
no, dude! Like that, it was all of like my albums were certain. If I put on this one, it was all bangers, like straight hood shit, volume like 947. Like it was
yeah,
always I never. I didn't want to switch it up. Like, no, the genre was the genre.
Right.
I miss the mixtape era, man. Like, I miss that.
No, it was such a good time.
Like the Dat Piffs and all that. Yo, that shit changed my life.
Dat Piff was a good time. It was. That was like we're never gonna see that type of shit again. Like ever,
And it's a
ever.
shame. Like, it's a shame, not for us, but for the youths. Like, it's a shame because they were
Because
just
they
putting
just
out.
gotta come up off of singles now. Like literally, you could just put out a mixtape, and if that was good enough, and you got a good that and blogs putting up the mixtapes and the links to those blogs and that piff was like the perfect time because you could just go to the site, be like, oh shit, I don't know what's popping in music right now. Oh, that's dope, sick. Now it's kind of like you got to find a playlist, and it might be a good playlist, it might be other shit. You don't know.
Right?
And then no, I mean if it's shit, you just change. But you know what I mean? Like what if you happen to get stuck onto one of these where like the first 5 track isn't great, and if you're track 6, no one makes it there. So it
But yo, I
just
mean, the mixtape days were dope. Like, skip, 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 skip.
yep.
All right, cool. It's fire. Like, I remember working at the airport and shit,
Mm.
and people would leave like
DJ's right.
DJ.
There's also SoundCloud. There or SoundCloud, but even SoundCloud is a switch up now because like it's not
I've never jumped on the SoundCloud bandwagon. I don't.
SoundCloud was like SoundCloud is much like YouTube, whereas you could be listening to a song that you like, but then certain artists used to like put out the songs that they couldn't put on Spotify and shit. So the freestyles over other people's beats that were like blatant, they put on SoundCloud. And then through SoundCloud, you might end up down like a rabbit hole that would take you to like, oh, this sounds like this. And then you would get like some random artist from wherever where they actually have like a really, really, really dope track. And I found a few artists like that. But now that SoundCloud's been like kind of blown up, I don't think
Yeah,
it's the same.
like little Xan and shit. Like
Little Xan and those guys, yeah. Little Peep and well, actually, no, Little Peep passed away, so sorry. Shouts to Little Peep, but yeah, I think
what the fuck is a little peep?
no, you'd have to Google that. I'm not gonna spend more showtime speaking about
Okay,
the
so
young
we're not
lad,
gonna
but
do that, but
no.
like I'm not gonna put that on my Google thing anyway. Like no,
I'm just not checking Little Peep.
you're not.
No,
Like that cannot be a thing.
that no, not happening. Damn, that goddamn.
So yo, how was your week though, dog? Like
The
I
week
mean,
was
we talking about verses and shit.
oh my week. Stressful in a way that we're wrapping up something at work and it's just a really, 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 really challenging time where motherfuckers are ruder than normal and it's the holidays, so people are stressed because the holidays are coming, so they want to get their shit done for the holidays. And yeah, it had some kind of crazy ups and some pretty crazy downs, and wasn't the best. I can say that easily. It wasn't the best. I'm very happy to be close to vacation. That's oh man.
That's why it gets worse though, right? Because it's coming close to vacation time.
But it's just like some of the questions and the way people ask things, you're kind of like, who, how, where, fuck's wrong with you? Like legit. But at the same time, I powered through because I know Christmas is coming, and automatically in December, I get this like weird Christmas cheer where nothing really bothers me because it's Christmas, and then it just has cool TV on and all sorts of Christmas specials. But now as I get older, this shit depresses me. Not depresses me, but I get sadder quicker because it goes by so fast. When I was a kid, Christmas felt like 2 months. Like like the build up to it and like waiting for it to come and oh my gosh, and then finally you're done school and you're thinking it takes forever and it's really only like 4 days, 5 days, or maybe a weekend that you're off. But like, and now it's like it's already the 5th. I'm gonna blink, it's gonna be the 11th, and then whoop.
You're gonna blink and it's gonna be 2022, nigga. Like
That too.
I mean, okay, 2020 we had a full blown fucking Earth stopped.
Yes.
And I felt like that year flew by.
That actually only happened in March of 2020, which is funny.
That's 3 months into the year, bro. It's 90 days. Like you can lose
Still,
your job and not have a repercussion in 90 days. Like
wasn't so bad. But go on.
anyway, and then 2021 seemed like they hit the NOS button, bro. When I went from January to December, like
yeah, it kind of.
I mean, granted, like we started something fucking awesome in that time frame,
Yes.
but it feels like it's April.
Yes. Shit flew. Shit flew the hell by. It and I feel like the years are just gonna go faster, or it could be that it flew by because we had the whole year of being cooped up,
Or
and
we
that
were
shit turned
doing
into
shit.
whatever.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we were just doing shit. People were busy. People were trying to catch up. I don't know, but this year did fly, and I hope the next year doesn't act the same because I'm not
Oh,
getting
but you're
used to.
fucked, man. Like you're a new dad, bro. You're fucked.
What does that
Like
mean? Hold
you're
on.
living memories and like all these new experiences and shit. The next 5 years for you is gonna be like you're the Flash, bro.
Fuck
That's just
on.
gonna blur the fuck by because you're doing all kinds of. You're just enjoying it instead of thinking about like, oh fuck, it's May and this and that.
It's true. I'm being idle. August to December has just flown by. I have no idea where time went. That doesn't make any kind of sense to me. So you're right. Shit just kind of flows, and you're just kind of doing shit, and you're like, oh wait, here it is. It's October. Oh shit, November's is gone. Fine. Now it's Christmas, and it's like, yeah, shit's. You're
Like,
right. Next
like
five
oh
years gonna
fuck.
be nuts.
Next thing, like I used to dread. Like I still fucking hate winter. Like this is a thing that is known about me.
Yeah.
Fuck everything winter related. Like I don't fucking enjoy winter. Not my vibe at all. Like no. Fuck you, winter. Like I'm not down.
How do you
Forget it.
cope then? Because you like, how does okay? For someone that really, really hates winter, how do you cope? How do you prepare?
KUSH.
I had to take a second to really think about that one. I was like, KUSH. The fuck is he talking about? Oh, okay. So you really just cope by just burning trees. You deal with winter, just being like, fuck winter, fuck outside. I ain't playing with that.
I'm hibernating in the crib, bro. Like,
You just inside, not
Yep.
seeing, not.
Fuck all
uh,
that, homie. I'm not.
so why don't you move somewhere warmer then, where there's no real winter? Just be out.
Oh, it's simple. You want to know why? What? Cause I'm fucking broke, homie. Can't move to paradise.
You're not trying to move to paradise. I'm just saying like a different wing.
What I'm gonna move to BC so like the water can fucking just shut me the fuck off and just leave me locked on a island now?
To be honest, that has actually sworn me off of moving anywhere where there's no snow forever. Like a California, a Hawaii, a BC, anywhere where
ice
there's.
storm, nigga?
I don't give a fuck. I can deal with an ice storm. I was 12. Like it's an ice storm. Okay.
Now imagine that at 30. Or what the fuck old you are? I forget.
36. And
36.
yeah, I'd be all right, yo, for real. Like again, you cuddle up, you get a friend with a fireplace. We all know somebody who's got a big ass house
As in
somewhere.
the lights go out.
All right.
And now you're gonna go get wood, but oh no, to quote fucking Home Alone situation, whoop, 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 bam, and you land on your bed. Now you're fucked up. No. You a super Canadian? Like I don't understand.
Hell yeah, I'm a super Canadian, and
Okay.
I'm less worried about another ice storm. Knocking on wood that doesn't happen. Less worried about another ice storm than any kind of fucking forest fire that lasts 9 weeks and like mudslides and all sorts of earthquakes that happen here, but also happen over there too. Like I'm super good on my East Coast shit.
So you'd rather live in like this fucking 4
Cold
months
tundra?
out of the, 4 months out of the year, and you're like, I live in a fucking ice cube.
Yeah, because if I had it all year round, I'd take advantage of it. I'd be like just not grateful. Whereas when summer comes, boy, fuck that. I enjoy it.
I enjoy the fuck out of my summers too, but that being said, I could have summers.
We appreciate it more
days.
if you had it for all that time, and then you just have like dry air and like shit would not be. You wouldn't want to live in fucking Phoenix.
Absolutely, yo, AZ all day, bro. Take me to the desert.
Seriously, you trying to live like
me to the desert
on some desert shit?
Yes,
I'm not. No.
It's the same thing. Just
I get nosebleeds if I wake up and the air is too dry. I can't live over there and shit.
It's called a humidifier.
I have about 3.
Buy 3 more and live in Arizona where you ain't never got to shovel or salt. The idea that we have to preventively throw fucking salt out so we don't fall and break our shits, like fuck winter, bro.
It's not that.
What do you mean it's not that? You lying to yourself.
It makes us better drivers. It makes us more resilient.
No, it doesn't. Yo, somebody in the comments needs to light your ass the fuck
Think
up.
about
Man.
it. Think about it. You're
No, it doesn't
driving.
make you a better driver. How many cars you don't see like smash the fuck up, or these idiots and these mini SUVs like CRVs and shit? Yeah, I said it. And they're ripping up the highway and
I don't drive.
and they're in the ditch.
I don't drive a CRV anymore, so I'm not taking that as a hit.
I
But
just threw it out there. I mean, you
I,
picked it the fuck up. I didn't say nothing.
I see a lot of fools, people doing silly things, but those are not the real ones. They're not meant to be driving in winter like that. Then you have the people who don't do that, who are fine and they're okay.
That's fine. You can put a bunch of bowling balls rolling down the street all in one thing and throw one Super Ball in the mix and it hits 400 or 500 motherfuckers and it takes the rest of us out. I realize the metaphor is fucked up, but you get what I'm saying.
I got what you're saying.
It takes one dumb fuck to fuck up everybody's situation.
It does. You got it. You're right. You're right.
Fuck winter, dog. I'm not down, man. No. If Christmas was in July, yo, all about Christmas.
Christmas is the shit's naive, but being in July would be so out of place. Super out of place.
How would it be out of place?
It would just, I don't know. It just all of this that we do for Christmas, all the whole setting, the lights and all that.
I can put lights on a palm tree.
It's a winter setting. It pops in winter. I'm not driving around July.
So I live in Florida. I can't celebrate Christmas because I don't have any snow.
Yeah, I don't even want to pull up Christmas decorations in Florida because it probably looks weird and whack as shit. All right. There's no reason for a scarf, a toque. You motherfuckers can't toboggan down nothing. Like, what do you need hot cocoa for? What do you even need chestnuts roasting over an open fire for?
When the fuck have you had chestnuts roasting over an open fire?
Straight up yesterday. Weren't expecting that, was you? You weren't expecting that. Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I did not have chestnuts roasting over.
I know you guys didn't have chestnuts. That's why I was disappointed. You just blatantly lying to people. Right?
I had to keep it funky. I had to, counter with at least something nice. If I said, well, no, then my argument's done. But you know what I mean? That shit wouldn't look nice in a just Californian Hollywood looking ass. I don't know.
What, like little baby Jesus in the manger and stuff? That whole Christmas thing, like
just
that whole vibe
of Christmas.
That shit was in like the Middle East, homie. Little Jesus wasn't in a manger in a snowbank.
That's why Christmas is the Hallmark holiday and all of its craziness. I understand, but the setting is for winter.
Yeah, yo, you know what? Fucking Saint Nick can live up north and come visit my ass in fucking Miami, bro. Like, fuck out of here with that.
All right.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not doing it.
I'm
not trying to go on a rant on fuck, but no. Not okay by any means.
Let me check this out. Okay. What's this about an Alvin and the Chipmunks? Actually, Alvin and them, they lived in the West Coast. They did Christmas all the time. But they were also chipmunks living with a single father. And I mean, that right now would be questioned heavily.
What do you mean you would not want to wear a red velvet suit in July?
You boom. Yo,
you disrespected all kinds
Uncle
of niggas
dude.
that rocked
Thank
the
you,
velour
Uncle
suit
Dude. Yes,
back in the fucking 90s. No, we all did that shit. Fuck all of y'all.
Talking about not the fake.
We
ass
all
fucking,
did that.
Not
in the middle of summer out here
the
with
light
a full
velour
suit
He
on.
ain't talking about the light velour. He's talking about the full Santa with the heavy ass
So
belt.
you make it out of light velour?
Jacket.
Fuck out of here. No. Fuck you and him.
Man. Jingle bells don't sound right when it's freaking sandy and shit outside, man. Just like nah.
Jingle these nuts. The fuck out of here. I'm not even having winter. I know. Winter makes me a sad, miserable son of a bitch.
It's a Well, yeah. I guess I can't even argue that. It does make you.
It's like I'm not. No, there's nothing. I put my motorcycle away. Like she weeps. I'm sorry.
I hate January personally.
I gotta put the kicks away because I'm not rocking fly kicks out in the fucking snow and ice and shit.
I do sometimes still.
I mean, I may be guilty of the violation. Just
I drive. You drive, don't you? You drive.
Yeah, but that's the worst part because I'm never one of them cats that goes and knocks my feet up.
I get it. Nah, I'm fucking. I'm doing that and then still kicking a wall when I get inside.
Like, oh my! I can't.
There's
kick
no
a wall
salt
in my shoes, bro.
No, there's no salt cubes at the bottom of my shit. I'm not
kicking a wall when I. when I
Actually,
get
let me swing this by you because it might be crazy. But listen, do you pick rocks out of your tires?
if I see it.
All right, okay, cool. I thought I was nuts out here because like I
I mean, I
have
don't go looking like,
well, no, but
but
like
if I see it, I'm like, bloop.
so I have fairly new tires on like
Oh, we
winter and
remember
summer.
the $800 lesson. I remember you and your
Exactly. So I
tires.
have fairly new tires on this thing. Those are new summers, but so I go and look and almost like with my keys, and you see these little jagged motherfuckers that get all in there. And the thing is, I have like the tires that have those expanders, so the little tiny pebbles go into these little tiny holes. So I'd be like damn near almost popping my shit trying to get these rocks out because I'm just like, no, I will not stand. I can't stand rocks in my tires. I just feel like a bad thing's gonna happen. And then like I walk by some other people's tires, and you just see like all the rocks in their shit, and they don't care. And I'm just like, I judge. I judge them.
The Twitch starts. You just want to go out and start picking all the rocks out of
Ah,
the
yeah,
tires.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But then I know that just looks
Yeah, no,
strange.
you need Jesus. What the hell's wrong with you?
I
I'm not
mean,
that bad.
I a little bit of OCD. That's what it is. Just a little. A
I
little bit.
mean, I okay. I hear you. I mean, a little bit of OCB, whatever.
Hey, you got an OCB too? Where'd you get that?
One of our dear follow or hooked me up with that.
Someone that has a OC. What? I want one.
Excuse me. Uncle Dude blessed me with this
Oh, thank
last
you, Uncle
year.
Dude. Okay.
He rolled up and on some dude and driving an OCB truck or whatever. Had like the stickers on it and shit. Or he may have had a hat on. And he's like, yo, it's fucking sick. And he held up his papers and he was like, oh, he want a hat. And threw him a hat and it was too big for his head. So
Nice.
I ain't sponsored by him. But I mean, if y'all
Want to throw something,
right,
OCB, if you want to holler at us,
holla if you hear me.
Speaking of everyone who if they want to holler at us, if you want to just holler at us, if you guys want to just say what's up, definitely just trying to check us out. Chopvision, we've got some how do you say it? You can follow us on the IG right there at Chopvision Podcast. You can
I
follow us
love
on
how that
Facebook.
shows you on the bottom of that. Looks
Yeah,
so
I know
nice.
it's great. The banners
So
is nice.
nice.
The banners, I'm really trying to fuck with these right now. I'm trying to get them out and let people see them. So yeah, y'all can follow us on IG and usually just Google Chop Vision Podcast, and that's where you can find us. Join our Discord. All 7 people in this shit and more people that be following before. Some of y'all dropped off, some of y'all dropped back in. Go down our Discord. We will have that at the top of our shit and put in the description, and you should join us because we have conversations in there all week to build up to this show this week. So if you guys need anything you want us to talk about, anything you want us to kind of touch on, look at fucking roast, hey, throw it in the Discord. That's it. We're gonna actually put up a portion that says hashtag roast, and you can just give us celebrities or looking ridiculous. You can give us pictures of yourselves.
In there is a thing for
it's already there.
Rants and
beautiful.
I'm not sure about roast yet, but I know rants are in there. Like, you want to pop the fuck off.
Sweet.
And I know we on the network right now. Shout out to the fam, Free X.
Free X agents, baby. Bomb bomb. Free
all
X.
day.
Yeah. Free X. Not BX. Free X. We out here. Yeah.
Free X.
That's great. That is fantastic how that worked out. Wow. Yeah. So shout out to the Free X agents. We got mad shows on this channel, so not just us, but there's also Geektastic Cypher. There's also Running with Wolves. There's also the Detour, Morning Detour. Tons of shit. We rolling. So again, follow us, Chop Vision Podcast. Join the Discord. Jump in there. Get us some things to roast about because the show gets more fun when everybody interacts.
Interaction, absolutely.
Cooperation makes it happen.
We are at 94 subscribers on Chop Vision Podcast YouTube channel.
Damn, that you did say that last 7 was going to be messed up. You did say that.
Dude, we went from 93 to 94, and then I woke up the other morning. I was like, "Who dropped us?" I'm like, "How we gonna go to 90?" I felt some type of way. I wanted to smack a motherfucker. I'm like, "How you playing with my emotions?"
YouTube plays with you like that where you don't really know.
Fuck the fuck off, bro. Like, how you being a hating that? I don't know who that person was. I don't know.
Right.
I can never find out. But all I can say is that's no bueno.
It hurts, don't it, a little bit too when like, you know what I mean? Like you're there and you're like, oh man, you're cool, feeling nice, and you're looking like 3 gone. You're like, who the fuck? Hey.
But then I realized I'm like, because I just blasted that shit on like the book and all of that, right? So I imagine I may have had some aunties or some friends of the family or some people that are not into And they're like, yeah, we're gonna totally go with him and blip, we're gonna subscribe. And then they listen and they're like, oh my god, what's he saying?
My ears, my ears.
I'm gonna do better and not subscribe to this. I'm so sorry. Like, Lord help me. Like, I'm not him. I'm just we just
Shouts to
out
y'all for
here.
doing better and not posting us. But what you wait, corporation make it happen, or you take oh cooperation makes it happen. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's my shit. Cooperation makes it happen. I've been meaning to sample that. I got a new way to rock. Like Sesame Street has super bangers that you could just like jump into and stuff. It's kind of nuts. Actually, I had some friends. Speaking of which, I had some friends over here yesterday. Shouts to Saba, shouts to Pat, my old Ubisoft homies. They came through, brought your man some goodies.
Oh, they
One
brought
was
toys. We want to see.
not just like Final Fantasy joints, like little minis and shit from the movie or from the game. So
Oh, them
that's dope.
toys?
Yeah.
That's dope.
So it was really dope. They brought me some of those, but ow, the wrist. I'm getting old. Where my wrist just hurts. So I think I have the wild carpal tunnel or something. Something's wrong with my hand because like legit. I don't know if you can see this, but on this wrist here, it's something pokes out. Like I don't think I should be doing this and typing like this anymore. Like I need a vacation because like shit's getting kind of nuts. But yeah, my hands looking all kind of crazy. Shit's not doing too good. But
Okay, I'm going back to one of the questions that was asked earlier in the comments. Are you high?
no, I'm not high. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying
you picked up a box and just went on a 3-minute tangent about my
because
wrist,
the
my
wrist.
finger,
You see, you don't
my
understand.
thumb, and my head. Like, what the
Check
fuck?
this out. Check this out. It's because this wrist, right? Like it's way thick. Something's wrong with it where it's way thicker than this one. And my thumb, if I move it in a certain way, shoot no, because I can't. I don't even have time for that. Shut up. Shooting pain for my
That's an
thumb
old
goes down.
injury, dog. That's an old injury. Just coming back from playing ball in the court and the knee starts hurting.
I'm left-handed. It's just my hand's broken. In any case, so that's why I went on this rant because if I flick my wrist in a certain way, shooting pain happens. So in any case, back to my boys being over. We were playing this game called PT. It was supposed to be a Silent Hill game. They never actually made it. So, but if you happen to have the demo on a PS4 because they took it off the network, if you still have that shit, you're one of those like golden ticket motherfuckers who will always have it and can never get rid of it. It's cool.
You out here playing underground video games and shit?
It's not underground. It's more or less like it was just a demo that came out like 10 years ago and then they deleted it from the PlayStation Network. But whoever kept it, like they can sell their PS4 for like maybe a couple thousand because people really
Huh?
want that shit. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. So,
Don't tell.
anyways, so my thing is that when people come to my place for the first time, I have them play PT. And this shit is like, if I was to describe what PT or how to describe PT, it's very like you're walking through a house, but like something's kind of following you. And you're walking through like a living room, and then you go through like one door and then the next door, and you'll hear like thud noises and like a radio in the background describing like a murder or something that happened that night. And you'll walk by a clock and it'll say like 11:45, and you'll keep going. But then as you think you're getting out of this house or going to the next room, it just repeats itself. And then you go into the next room, and then you'll hear like there'll be like a door that will like open slightly, and you'll see like a face or a hand, and it'll just shut. Or like you get to like a hallway where there's like a chandelier that'll dangle, and then you look up. Like I've never gotten really far in this thing because if you idle, which I'm a pussy, so I would just stay idle and not do anything, you eventually die. What happens though is if you keep going and continuing, the oh man, whatever this demon or ghost that's in this thing will start trying to play with you. So like you could go to like kind of like a balcony area and look up and like see something looking down at you.
What?
And then it'll just like creepily step back and go away.
You have a
Yeah, like
pistol or something? Can you like
I will honestly invite you to Google PT and like just
Now
watch
I'm
it.
coming by the crib and I want to try that shit. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
the invite.
Okay. No, you
I'm
have
gonna,
the invite. You've been had the invite. I mean, come on. You've been had the invite. So yeah.
you know what I mean when I say I'm gonna get the invite is like, yo, we're gonna set something up for that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna eat an edible and I'm gonna go over here and figure out shit to chase at me.
Okay, all right. We might have to do that. We might have to get
Well,
that
I'm gonna be
going.
edible the fuck out. Like I don't know about you, but I'm gonna be.
I don't know how I don't know how you would kind of deal or stand for this game. it might be a little bit. How do you say? It might scare the shit out of you. To be honest, you might like legit be like, "Fuck." You might not be able to do it. Pointing to him means nothing.
I'm not afraid of shit, dog. When it comes to that,
Hmm.
it's a video game.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you that.
If you jump up behind me and go, bah! Well, then you will get bucked in the mouth of your own crib because you tried
I
to
don't
scare
know,
a
man.
nigga.
I don't know, man. I don't know. This is different. It's not like your new age. It is your new age, but it's not like your OG like scary. Like this is psychologically like it kind of fucks with you pretty
Dude, I
bad.
remember playing Doom.
Nah, this ain't Doom.
And
This ain't.
but you're doing your thing like blah, 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 blah,
This
blah,
is a
blah.
different
And all of a sudden
monster
you
than
turn the
Doom.
corner, the shit is just jumping. Like, I remember jumping from shit like that as a youth, but
This is a different monster than freaking, it's too much. Like I'm actually, oh gosh, I can't even pull up like screenshots of this thing because it just it's too much. No, don't not Google that phone. My phone tends to like listen to me and it'll say shit. So whenever like
yo,
I'll just say it randomly and it'll just pop in. But anyways,
our special guest was
we got a
running a
special
little bit
guest today.
behind schedule, but he is here now. I want to give y'all, this is the man's, bro. Football G. The boy can use to spit rhymes. I'm sure he's still got it. Like, yo, flight school. He's got the sickest shoots. The man's he's a fucking legend in this city. I'm talking about Jamil Springer, bro. Please bring the man on with us. Let's go.
Mr. Springer.
What up? What up? What up? What up?
What up, fam?
What's poppin'?
Good. I'm good.
Good to
Yo, let
see
me
you,
turn
man.
you up because I can't hear you. Speak.
What's good, D? How you doing?
Can't hear me.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. The
Awesome.
volume's low though.
Volume's low. Well, you probably got.
Is it because I'm on the phone?
Might be because you're on the phone. You might want to do a little turn up, but you should be all right.
Hold on. It's better if I do it on the laptop.
Laptop might be nicer. Might be get a little more volume out of us.
I mean, the image is crisp.
Yeah, the image is crispy. You're good. Otherwise, we can hear you
that's
fine.
the iPhone 13 Pro Max, of course.
Oh, okay. All right.
Of course.
Excuse me.
But
damn, it's like that.
But the only thing is when I could barely hear you.
You got earbuds, earphones, iPods.
Yeah, let me get up here. Hold on a second.
Pull them.
Technical difficulties.
We'll just let our man handle his audio situation there before we pull him back in. But
yo, I've been waiting to get this man's on the show, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is a real ass dude, bro.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Personally, because me not being a football head, I haven't seen I've seen the progression, but it's the intricacies I don't really know too much about. So knowing from a different background and then coming into this, it's going to be exciting for me to do this. So
right, like
yeah,
and like I
he's gonna get his pod. Yeah. So yeah.
Yo, like I remember jamming, and not even. I want to leave it. Like I don't even want to get into that. I want to get into that once he comes back. Yeah, I'm hella excited and shit, man. Like,
ooh. Yeah, we wanted to keep this a little secret from y'all for those of y'all watching because I mean, we can't always announce the guests. We want to be surprising with y'all. We're going to be coming with more guests. So this one is actually a Chops invite. Usually they're both of us, but Chops hit me with this one, and I was just like, wow, this is a surprise. So y'all, I'm going to be sitting here while Chops does the interviewing. I'm going to be chilling. I'll be hanging because you know what I mean?
I don't interview. I merely converse with my people, and this is
going to be a conversation that Skinny's sitting in on, and I'll jump in every now and then. Skinny might jump in and scream football,
hot spike, field goal. It's good.
That's it. I mean, I know the a first down. I'll just round that up. Just throw that out there.
Football team, huh? What the fuck just happened?
Tackle. Oh man.
Yo, please, dude. Just let your sports Tourette's just come the fuck out. It's great.
I think I remember going to Abbott one day, and I think I saw like the coach for the football team or something, the head coach or something. He's like, "Hey man, you play football?" I'm like, "No." He's just like, "You should. You got broad ass shoulders." I'm like, "Haha, yeah." And I'm just like, "I'm gonna get my ass."
And my ass is close to the ground. Like I'm
short,
two, bro.
Yeah, nigga, I'm short. Like when you be, I get destroyed. I would get beat up. on a football. No, man, that ain't trying to. Mm-mm. We ain't trying to do that shit because that'll be kind of
Oh,
nuts.
he's
Hold up,
he's saying something. I don't know where he's
he's saying
going.
something. Hold up. Yes, sir.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. Give me one
Yeah.
sec.
All right, I'll give him 1 second. We'll pull him back. We'll pull him back in a second. But yeah, no, I remember just being not so down with the whole like. Obviously, yeah, I could throw a ball. Sure, you can run a bit, but then the idea of just getting walloped.
Yo, that's the best part about football, dog. Is that fucking that smash, man.
How is that the best part?
That's the best part.
If you're the
I
one
love
being smashed,
defense.
if you're
Like I
smashing, what?
love defense. Like that's my
Okay,
side of football.
okay, so
So the
you're
idea of like somebody chuck like the quarterback seeing the
yeah.
throwing it to the wide receiver and then you just coming out of left fucking field and bow. I don't fucking think so. Not today.
And sacking them.
Like just killing all their hopes and dreams. I love that. But then on the other side of the ball, when that quarterback throws that and the wide receiver catches it and runs off, and it's like you can't see. You know that's got to feel like, yeah, you tried all your shit to murk me
Right.
and just cooked, bro. Like I love football for that. Football's my shit. Like
Okay.
my Raiders took a fucking L today.
Do tell me about your Raiders taking it
No,
out.
I don't want to talk about it, man.
No,
I
you
mean,
do want to talk
no,
about
I
it.
don't want to. It's an
It's
emotional situation for me. I don't want
it's
to talk about
emotional,
it.
but it's good to kind of let your feelings out, let people know because as a
We
person who
lost
doesn't
to
know,
the fucking football team that's got no name.
what do you mean the team that
The
got no name?
Washington football team. Don the Jewel is loving this shit right now.
They never changed their name.
They went from
They haven't changed it. Yeah, but they didn't
the
think of
name
it.
that they used to be called
Redskins.
this right, the Skins to
Sorry,
the
Skins. Sorry,
Washington football team.
that's their name.
The Washington football team.
They haven't changed their name. They did that shit as spite. You know that, right? That's spiteful.
I don't know
Because
what the fuck that is. It sounds stupid as fuck.
that is wild. They literally.
The Washington football team.
What's the logo look like?
A
I need to
W.
see this.
A
Nah,
W.
stop it. What's that logo look like? I
A
need to.
burgundy W.
Washington. No football team. These
Oh, I
motherfuckers.
don't.
It is just. That's it. That is terrible. Also, wow, your boys got beat up. Not beat up, but like,
Fuck at it. What, we lost by 2?
sheesh. The Washington football team. Hey, boy.
We lost by 2. Fuck at it. I want to see this shit.
Hey, boy. That's that W. Look at that.
Yo,
Look at
I
that
don't give a
basic.
fuck. Still Raider Nation all day.
Look at that basic ass thing that beat.
Win, lose, or tie. I'm a fucking Raider till I die.
At
Bro.
least you got a better logo. Raiders is a really good logo. That's a really good logo. I like the Giants. Personally, I don't
I
have
don't
a
like the
football
Giants
team.
this year. We took a fucking L
That's
to the Giants.
I wouldn't have it. If I had to pick a team, I know Patriots people don't like them.
Yo, fuck the Patriots.
If I had to pick, it would be like Ravens or something.
Why ever?
Why
There's
does
so
everyone pick the
many
Ravens?
niggas that are like, I'm gonna pick the Baltimore. Like, I get it, but
Nah, it's just I'm just like I'm going based on logo, okay? Because I don't
so
know
a
ball.
black bird.
I don't mind I like okay. The Panthers one, or is it Jaguars? The blue and black joint. That's Panthers.
Yes.
Okay.
The
Yeah, I
Raiders
know.
have the hardest logo in the NFL.
And I know
Hands
all the
down.
I know all the logos. Buccaneers is pretty good.
I said what I said, dog.
Buccaneers is good. 49ers is great.
For
Except for I don't know what a 49er is. Steelers is pretty nice with the 3 elements there, the yellow, red, and blue. Come on.
I've said what I said.
I know you said what you said. I'm just trying
Show
to
me a harder logo than a Raider logo, and you can't find it.
Cowboys. No, Cowboys kind of weak.
It's a fucking star. What is it? A punk band from fucking early 2000s, bro, with the elbow?
Oh shit. Fuck. Okay.
Shut up, Harlem.
Shout out Harlem. Oh man. Okay. No Cowboys. No. Green Bay is kind of just like a G.
Oh,
It ain't nothing.
I think he's back.
Think he's back. Let's see. What up?
Are we good?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, bro. You guys sound clear, so it is what it is.
Okay.
All right, well, we're going to get into this. Welcome to the
sir.
show, brother. I
Sir.
appreciate you coming through.
For sure. Thank you for having me.
Yo, it's super dope. I got so much shit that I want to pick you. I went through I don't normally do like research on dudes. Like I don't normally do that. But I did a deep dive on like the YouTube on you. Oh, yeah. I don't know how much of that you want me to get into.
Hey, yo, listen. You know what's funny though? Because when you sent me the voice note earlier, you're like, yo, how do you want me to introduce you? Da 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 da. I started laughing. That's why I didn't even respond to you.
I know. So you
laughing.
just left me.
I just started laughing. I'm like, okay. Chops did some homework. I'm like, all right.
I did do my homework, but little did I know that I would know you. But back in the day, I was like bumping your shit.
Yeah. So
like, there's tracks that I went through going, yo, I was rocking that. Like I did some scandalous shit to this music, bro. It's a soundtrack.
Or that's the a lot of young ignorant music. You know what I mean? It's the at that time it's kind of like the voice of the youth. You know what I'm saying?
Like
it is what it is.
But yo, bars, bro. Like
for sure.
Like we're not even gonna do bars.
Sure. That's never debatable. You know. But yeah, no, we could get it, whatever, bro.
I'm lost in how did you go from being that nigga to like yo, Mr. Flight School, bro? Like you the dude.
Yeah. So it's a good question. But honestly, I think the best way for me to put it is like, you know, in life, you always got to wear different hats, right? You got to transition. So the way I looked at it when I was doing the music, I was the voice for that age group and what I was going through. So now as I age, it's like I'm seeing the same kids that were like me. And I'm like, okay, how do I stop you from going left? Because I went left 4 times over, then 4 times over. So the transition wasn't difficult because more times a lot of the conversations that I have with the youths are the same. It's like from a place that's genuine, right? So it's relatable, so we could connect. So that's really it, man. That's how it came about. But I always had a passion for football from before music. It was football. You know what I'm saying? That was always my passion. Things just went different, but it was an easy transition, a great transition nonetheless. You know what I'm saying?
That shit works for real. Like I see the love the community gives you, bro, and like yo, people fuck with you heavy.
For sure.
Like I remember I want to say it was the first or maybe the one at the soccerplex in Lachine, the flight school camp. He walks by me and I'm standing, I'm being a parent, right? I done paid my bread, sent my son up, like he's your fucking problem. Y'all deal with him. Have fun. Hope he comes out better. Like I'm all for that. This man walks up to me. I don't know him from really a hole in the wall. Like we've seen each other a couple of times, but he don't know me and I don't know him. He knows who my son is. And he's like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, what you mean? I'm standing here like a parent. I paid the money. I'm watching the show. Like, he said, no, get your ass out there and fucking help, dog. Like, you're not just going to stand here and do nothing. Go over to the trenches and like get it in. And I was like, all right, fuck him. I just walked out and I've been down with the homie. Like, he was like, yo, get your black ass the fuck out there, bro. Like,
yo, but let me ask you on that note, though. After that, you became coaching for real, right?
100%.
So that's like what, 3 years deep?
Yeah. Well, this past was my 4th year. So yeah.
Wow.
That's what's up.
That's how that happened. I was gonna ask you, Chops, how you turned into Chops the coach and you know what I mean? And like, yeah, okay.
Between him and my son, bro. Like my son was like, Dad, I want to play football. I'm like, all right, cool. And then him like, yo, get your ass out there. Like, you can yell at these kids and make them do this shit too. Like, let's roll. And between him and H and my son, I started coaching football.
That's what's up.
And hands down, one of the best things that's ever happened in my fucking life. Like, I won't even front.
For sure.
I was a wild boy before football.
But yo, the thing about, honestly, I'm saying football because that's my choice, right? But I feel like that's sports in general. You know what I'm saying? Even if you play basketball, if you play hockey, you play soccer, like that structure, that infrastructure means a lot for the young kids. And as a parent, bro, that's bonding with your child, bro. You're not gonna get those valuable years that you spent with Harlem. You can't get that back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's real shit. Like that's above all is, you know what I'm saying, that time you could bond with him.
And like
That's
watching him like form homies that he's gonna have for the rest of his life.
for sure.
Like,
Those are the Sunnybrook guys. Those are his dogs.
but not even the
Even the
Sunnybrook
flight
guys.
school
Like,
guys. Those are
flight
his dogs.
school guys, bro. Like those are his peoples, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's no say. We go to other parks and shit, and like yo, he'll run up and like they dap each other up. Like yo, yeah, we're battling each other, but when flight school comes, like yo, we're homies. Like we're still in the same grind, like still doing the thing. And I love that about the program is that it brings like all types of youth. Like I'm not gonna say my son was the greatest football player because Lord knows he's got tons of motivation and tons of passion for the game, but he's not the quickest kid on the field, bro. Like that's not my dude. But he'll stand there and fight with the biggest guy there, right?
Yeah, he's a dog. He's a dog.
But he's made homies like throughout the entire city. He's like, yo, I was out in my nana's house and I ran into so and so from flight school. I'm like, who are you talking about? He's like the little homie. Like his dad's always yelling at him, like, yo, and I'm like, oh shit, like that's crazy.
For sure. But you know the thing though, on that note, like why I like flight school in correlation to my youth, is like a lot of issues that came about amongst different groups. It always stemmed back to, yo, we used to play basketball together. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know dudes that it's like they're going to war, they're doing X, Y, and Z to each other, but we all used to play at the DJ Sports Center in Burgundy. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing but a conversation.
Shout out to Berks. Let's go.
Yeah, for sure. So it's like it's nothing but a conversation. Be like, yo, remember when we were 12 years old and we used to go 50 cents on a pop? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that right there, that conversation alone, that's a lot of problems. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? So with the flight school thing, it's like you got people from the South, you got people from the West, you got people from the South, the Northeast, whatever it may be. Then when years go by, if God forbid any of them get in the street stuff, a lot of it will be deaded right away off the strength that they have history and they have that camaraderie from youths. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we put it in there to prevent it, but if for whatever happens, you know, if kids do get involved in the active stuff, at least they have friends on the other side, you know, and the rest is up to God, you know what I'm saying? But
100%.
That's what it is.
No, like I love the whole program. Like I can't even front. Just the idea. Like last year, I told everybody that would listen. I'm like, do you notice watching these kids ball out that a little off? It's because we didn't have the flight school program running the training and shit like that. Just something like I noticed everybody didn't quite catch that extra step.
Damn, yo, listen, that's another conversation. I won't even get it. I won't touch that too much because with everything, even with music, it's like when you're successful or when you're at a certain level, there's a lot of backlash. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hate that comes about, and people like to blow smoke that it really isn't that. And for us, flight school thing, it's like we took off running, and the only reason why we took off running is because it wasn't more so like, hey, let's start something to take people's money. It was more so like, yo, let's start something to get the youths active and to build a family. So in a result of doing that, yo, a lot of people got vexed and ruffled a lot of feathers. A lot of the older people that didn't really like seeing, you know, this type of skin color doing what we're doing.
All the loose leaves didn't like to see a young brother succeed in a young camp. It's not a safe space.
And yo, you know,
I'll let you know that.
Yo, the whole entire staff that we have, every member is, if you're not black, it's like you're already in the black community. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and that means a lot because it's not about color, but it's like you care about the community. You want to make a difference in the community. And I think this year and the last year, I've seen there's a lot of new kids that come, which I'm grateful for, but there is still some kids that don't come back. And it has nothing to do with them not wanting to come back, but everything to do with the politics that certain people like to put in. You know what I mean? And it's just like, bro, it's corny to me. It's really, really corny. You know what I'm saying?
I had a question that I wanted to ask you, but I know it's gonna ruffle some feathers. And it's not a personal question, but it's a question. Because as a football coach, I know my one thing that drives me up a fucking wall when it comes to ball is right after a game, everybody's mom or dad wants to ask you 47 million questions, wants to know why little Timmy didn't do this, why little Sean wasn't doing that. Like, can I have my motherfucking moment, please? Like, can you just take that and like bounce? Holler at me tomorrow when I don't give a fuck. But right now, like, I'm had a moment.
Nah, for sure, for sure. So when I'm coaching tackle football, I'll be honest with you, parents don't approach me because I'm not really like I don't really give off a vibe to be approached. I'm actually literally locked in, and it's very rare I even talk to the parents in tackle football. But in flight school, it's like it's more family oriented. So it's if I walk into the room, I'm not gonna make it to the other side without talking to 10 parents.
Oh, that's a
And
fact.
then
I can say that I've seen that.
by the time I get to the end of the room, I forgot why I was going to the end of the room because I done had so many conversations.
Jeez.
So it's like
Yo, he ain't lying, bro. I've
Yo,
seen that shit happen.
all the time. Like this last Saturday, we were running in. We started some of the games at Catalonia, and and my partner Jean-Marc was there. Big Joe,
Shout out to you, homie.
So he was running it with my other guy Richard, who I was referring to before, that you don't have to be black and still be a part of the community. He's a pioneer.
That's the homie from
Greenfield.
GFP.
Guy bald.
Yo, shout out to you, Rich. That's a solid ass dude, bro. I've had mad conversation with the homie. He's a real ass dude.
And he'll break out Creole like better than a Haitian, and it'll take me back every time. Like, what? I'm like, where you learn that? But I said that to say this is I had those two guys. They were running the show for me because I was doing something in the South Shore, a similar activity. And by the time I got there, I was just bombarded with like 50 different questions. So I went to my mans. I'm like, yo, the whole hour you were here, did anybody talk to you? Or like, he's like, nah, nobody. He's like, honestly, no one talks to me. So it's like, I don't know. It's one of those, like, when I do tackle football, nobody bothers me. But when it's flight school, it's like, everybody got a question. And I'm not mad at it because for a lot of circumstances, like, this is their social event too, right? Like, it's almost like you go to your family cookout, you want to talk to your favorite uncle or your
100%. It does feel like a family vibe for sure.
Right.
Like being at a flight school event or training camp, it feels like full on family. Like, yo, I ain't seen that nigga in a minute. Like, yo, what up, cuz? Like, absolutely.
For sure.
Like, y'all have definitely made that like a family vibe, and it's super dope. Like, I'm super blessed and can't wait for like the next coming up. Like, I hit y'all, yo, like, let me know. Like, I'm fucking down, like right away.
You got it. Nah, I love it. I
love that shit. Like, for real.
Now, I know everybody usually dreams of success, or when they start something, they imagine, okay, we're going to start this movement. It's going to do this, it's going to move this way. Did you expect flight school to take off the way it took off? Because as an outsider looking in, I remember seeing the IG go up and be like, oh, this looks cool. Checking the video, I'm like, oh, this is nice, something for the youth. And then like 6 months later, that shit was people who don't even know you or like know that you do what you did with music or whatever, or just like they're talking to me about flight school. I don't know ball like that. I don't do football, but they're talking to me about flight school. You know what I mean? So it's like, did you expect that?
It's not a yes or a no. So the way I look at it is like I kept music and I kept flight school completely separate. And mostly from the part because it's two different chapters of life.
Of course.
Not in just separate.
Right. I remember that.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We could go through every single lyric and I'll explain to you why, and I'll explain to you the time of life it was. Right. And I love the fact that that's there because when I'm talking to a kid, it's authentic. So my approach with music was I knew I was dope. I knew I was fire. I didn't really care about like success. I care more so about the money. So it was more so like, okay, how do we get money from the music? But I already knew deep down, like I already knew I was gonna take it as far as I wanted to take it, right? And we could get into that conversation too. But so when it came to this, it actually took me several conversations with my close brethren to be like, yo, let's do this. Everybody that's on the board right now, I had conversations with, and they didn't want to do it. This is on God. Nobody wanted to do it. The only one who actually kind of put the battery in my back that was like, okay, yo, I'm down, was H. H was the first one, and then from H it was my brethren. My brethren Troy was like iffy about it in the beginning. Big Joe was a bit iffy, but I'm like, yo, fuck it, we're doing it. You know what I'm saying? And then the first one we did, I hollered at my boy that I used to we didn't live together, but we lived not too far from each other when I was living in Sherbrooke, who played ball. He ended up playing for the Alouettes and whatnot. So I'm like, yo, come out. And then I hollered at another one of my boys from the West. You guys might know him. His name's Corey Watson. He played in the CFL too. So I'm like, look, I just want you guys to come out and talk to these kids. The first time, I think we had like 86 kids, right? 86 kids on everything.
Where was the first one at?
Yeah, the first one was 2017.
Yeah.
2017 Catalonia soccer players.
All right, so then
like
I was
just,
at the first one. Yeah, okay.
So you might even have been there, to be honest, bro. I feel like I feel like you had the red. Harlem had a red shirt. Like right now in my head, that's what I feel. But anyways, so that happened, and I'm like, yo, this is gonna bust one way or another. So for me, the approach with this was the same approach as music. It's like you just gotta grind it out. There's no final destination. I just know if we grind it out and we push it, it's gonna happen, right? So every year's it's not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not the most organized person, no way, shape, or form. I just know I got a deadline and it's gonna get done. How it's gonna get done, I can't tell you. I just know it's gonna get done. So in terms of the success, it's like, yeah, I knew it was gonna work. To this extent, nah, I don't think anybody. You know what I mean? Like if you would have told me like 10 years ago, yo, you can pick up your phone and call the NFL right now, and you can ship something, or you can get something done, or yo, you can call the NFL and ask them to help you guys out to get your guys to Vegas. I would have told you no, it's impossible. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
But
I don't think y'all fucking heard that.
I heard that.
It's facts though. It's facts though.
That is
6 degrees of separation / when you hit the ground, you got to rub shoulders and you just got to talk that talk. And one of the things for us that was in our benefit is that when we went to Florida, it's like everybody that's there, they're all hustlers. Every coach that's there, they were once a hustler. They were once something, you know. And by hustling, I just mean just somebody that takes whatever they have and just makes more out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Minimum. And
that's right.
Right. So for us, it was like, yo, I'm having these conversations, and the conversations were genuine, and we kind of connected. So I built those relationships, and 2-3 years later, 4 years later, whatever it's been, here we are, you know. And it's good.
Some of the kids that y'all have coached up or have taken to these flag championships and yo, we got some motherfucking talent in this city, dude.
I also noticed that. That's true. Like, it's only a matter of time before the NFL and CFL are going to be looking to you guys for young scouts before they even hit like high school, college, whatever, right? So, like,
for sure. But that's something too that, like, you know, we're in talks because we it's like high school football is it's a name, but there's no, like, it's not a genre in music. Like, we're not in rap music. We're not, you know what I'm saying? It's like we're open. So there's no limitation in terms of what we're trying to do. So for one of the things, we definitely want to set up like a recruiting system where we can get guys placed in NCAA. We can get guys even in universities out here. So it's like, hey, if you want the best talent, just give us a call.
Yeah.
And now it's just about monetizing that opposed to just handshakes, right? Because business is business at the end of it. And yeah, man, that's kind of one of the goals that we want to accomplish in the near future, maybe a year, 12 to 24 months. We'll see how it goes.
Now, I know that y'all are mainly football, but has there ever been like the idea of expanding into basketball, you know, baseball, like other sports? Because, you know, there's always like, yeah,
for sure. So actually, so the football, so basically we got a non-for-profit too, right? So our non-for-profit is called Un Jeune à la Fois.
Okay.
And the whole mission behind that is basically true to the name. It's just like we just want to change lives one kid at a time, however that may be. If it's winter jackets in the cold, socks, you know, my cousin Ryan, he does a sock drive, which works pretty well. Like he gets $400 or $500 worth of socks, and we give them to kids. So from the non-for-profit, we actually branched off and did basketball. So the basketball program, predominantly ran by my partner Amit, is called Athlete Canada. So, and people don't really know that too, but like, so the basketball side is not as big as the football side just because it hasn't been around long enough.
Yeah.
But in terms of the basketball community is bigger than the football community, believe it or not.
100%.
So the buzz behind that has it's kind of crazy. So yeah, whenever you guys got a chance, check it out. You'll see some of the cool stuff on there. But yeah, it's a dope vibe.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, I remember I'm watching shit on YouTube and whatnot, and I come across these cats. Now I don't know if everything's good or not, but you remember when you brought them niggas from the States here?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
No, can we talk about that?
Yeah, which ones though? You talking about the camp?
Yeah, when you brought the camp up here,
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, I remember watching. I said, I'm watching shit on YouTube, and whatnot, because like my son's a football player. He's like, Dad, watch these guys, watch that. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, slow it down. Woke the fuck up, but he's showing me all kinds of shit, and like these under the radar folk that he had. He's like, check this out. And the next thing I know, I hear from Man's like, yo, we bringing them to Canada. They're like, dude, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I don't.
But yo,
y'all bringing. Like
that,
my son's been on YouTube, bro, and like the newspaper because of shit that you had in your mind. Like, fuck it, we're gonna do this.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Did some shit.
And that, like, shout out to them. Shout out to the dude Ali. Honestly, how that came about was, I took my son and I took this youngin who I consider like my son / little bro, whatever. I took them both with me to Toronto because Under the Radar came to Toronto. So I'm like, you know what? You guys should go out there and just experience it. You know what I'm saying? Like, these experiences I never had, so let's go try it out. So when we got out there, I'm seeing how everything's operating. To be honest, I wasn't really impressed by the way the people, and no shade, but the way the people set it up in Toronto, I'm like, it's kind of whack. So I started talking to the organizer, and I'm like, listen, you know, we could do something like this, but bigger, with younger kids and older kids in Montreal. And so we started shooting the shit for about a little 30-40 minutes. Time passed, came back, started talking again, exchanged numbers. Then I spoke to his big homie, and we were on the phone for 4 days. And it's like, I think by like the third day, it was just like so many things in common that it's like, yo, we're coming. And prior to them coming, to be honest, yo, there was so many like situations where it's like, yo, he missed the flight. Something happened with the ticket where he was going the opposite way, something crazy. And I'm like, yo, are we canceling it? The day before, I'm like, yo, are we canceling it? And I think he had to pay extra money to get the flight to Montreal from where he was. He was in Chicago or something like that. He's like, nah. He's like, fuck it, we're doing it. And he came. And that's why I kind of rate him still, because he could have just bounced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
a lot of Americans, sometimes they're grimy. They'll be like, yo, shut it down. I'm not even refunding people. But him and his partner, Ali and Lafayette, those guys are stand-up dudes, man. I got a lot of love for those guys, man.
No, they came out here on a hot-ass day, too. That day was no joke. Like,
yeah.
Straight heat that day, bro. Like, the standing outside, they're skinny. I don't think you understand. When I tell you, it's like hotter than Satan's asshole. Like, it was hot, bro.
Oh, shit,
it was a hot day.
All right, okay.
And I think, low key, I actually think a kid passed out. Not even not like, oh my God, like, but like the mom had to take him out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because it was hot, bro. He's not lying. It was dumb hot. Like, but water bottle, cloth on the head. You got to put the hat over it.
They put in work that day, man. Like, they did not. They seen an opportunity that somebody had provided them with, that y'all had provided them with, and those kids balled out. I still watch that video from time to time. I'm like, click, let me just watch that. Like, that shit was that was a crazy.
And their son's in the. They got a good shot of him and the West Side kids screaming and yelling.
This little homie's been in he's everywhere. I don't know how he gets his face on everything, but I mean, I know where he gets it from. Like, I'm kind of one of them, but like, he's been in everything. Like, I'm like, look at you. Look at him when he started. And that's what I love most. Like, I look back at the old videos and shit, and I'm like, looking where he started to where he is now. Like, he's put on like 50 pounds and he's added like 6 inches of height. And I'm like, what happened to a little snot-nosed kid that was tripping over a ladder when you first went to flight school? And now you're like...
Trust me. But the confidence is different too, bro. And that's what I like about... Like, forget about the sports. Just like from the social confidence that it's like, you know, I'm here. It's not like, hey, I'm in the building. It's like, yo, I'm here. What's up? You know, opposed to like, you're shy and you're saying hi to your friends. Like, yo, what's good? You know, and that type of stuff, like...
It's shit that's going to take these kids forever.
It's important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like...
But it builds confidence. It builds a bunch of things for the kids. I feel like it gives them like they're comfortable in their own voice when they have something like flight school. You know, like a lot of us probably should have had something like this when we were coming up, especially like. And again, it's not just about, you know, being Black youth, but the Black youth for us to have something like this. You know, it's good.
Yeah,
very very good. You say you wear a lot of hats. Is this hat? As you get older, because I'm 36, so I know that as I got older, I love the music, but then flipping figs and collecting toys was like more of a comfortable hat for me. Is this more of a hat that you say that you're more not that you love more, that you're just more comfortable with now? Because it's still, you're still hustling, you're still doing your business, you're still doing your thing, but at the same time, it's like it's football, it's more of a passion thing. So like, yeah.
I can't like I would tell you yes, but
Yeah.
you know, it's there's still certain elements of the game that I miss for sure. There's certain elements of the game I miss, but at the same point in time with that game and the way I played it and the way we played it, it was really like you had to be outside. It's not like nowadays where it's like I'm gonna be behind my computer. It's like we really were outside every Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're outside, and like on some bro man shit like that. Like I got kids, so for me, I can see it as it's a conflict of interest for my home life. You know what I'm saying? It's a conflict of interest for like my mental sanity because I got to juggle so many things and it's stressful. That's the one thing why I can say like, yeah, this hat fits me best because the game is a stressful game, bro. And it's not just the music. I'm talking the politics behind it. The music is whatever. That's easy. That's light work. Right. But the politics behind the game itself is the only reason why it's like I walked away and it's like, I don't really give a shit, to be honest. I didn't really care.
Bro, you're talking to the same man. I love it.
It was really just like, what, like, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, another aspect behind that, and me and H got in this conversation was like, for me, is what, so my like where I drew the fork in the sand, or it's like, okay, yo, this is rap, is that I got into every single room that I wanted to get into. I got into conversations and made alliances with everybody that I wanted to get alliances with. And when I got there, it's like everything is fake. Everything is fake. Everything is fugazi. And it's for me being so solid. Like if I say you're my brother, you're actually my brother. Right. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's like once I realized it's like, yo, everybody's playing the game. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but that's not how I play it. So for me, it was just like, you know what, I don't like the way this thing plays out. I was content with the fact that I did some incredible things, and I did some things that a lot of people still haven't done from this city, and even in Canada from some aspects in terms of an underground artist.
Yeah.
And you know, it is what it is. But the game was too fake for me to play it.
No, you said it right there. You said it best. That's exactly what it is. That's perfect. Awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sheesh.
But so now I want to get back to, you said you took your son and your little homie to Toronto. The oldest son?
Yeah. But no, the little one, the middle one came too. But
the fact that you brought the two of them, everybody's coming to see us. Your boys are like fucking insane when gifted.
Yeah, I see them running and I'll be like, oh
humble,
shit, okay.
Like good people, but like you're a fucking star, dude. Like it's crazy.
They
are right, good lads, bro. And I know little man, he's gonna be exactly the same way. Shout out to you and wifey, bro, for raising like 3 real dudes, bro. Like your camp is strong and like it's great. Like my family fucks with your family and you fuck with my family. Like it's crazy. Like absolutely. But his boy Skinny, I'm telling you, you got to take a chance, take the time to go watch either one of his sons ball. Either one of them. It'd be better to watch both, but I'm fucking crazy, bro. You're gonna come to a flag game, I'm gonna tell you, like, yo, come. You're gonna reach and like you're gonna see this.
I'm down. I'm down.
Like, oh shit, I'm like, no, I wasn't kidding, bro.
If wifey pops out of Sun White and Day Out, don't worry, I'll be shooting them over the fight.
Yo, girls can play football too, homie.
Okay, so then when Lalandra's of age, then we'll throw her out there and then things will be we'll get a little lady flight school going and things will be nice.
Yo, for sure.
Yo, they play with the boys, bro. Some of the girls in the camp ain't no joke, bro.
Nah, for sure. Some of them are actually, I don't want to say more certified, but they got something to prove, so they stick their chest out a bit. They
boss up a bit more. Yeah.
And I like that. It's good to see. I like to see the girls competing with the guys and kind of breaking the little barriers that, sports has on co-ed sports and females in sports and things like that,
100% love that. Like it's crazy. As somebody who has both, like had I known about something like this for my daughter, like you met her, bro. Could you imagine my daughter in the O-line, bro?
She has a D-line. She would break, like, no word of a lie, because, like, yeah, she smiles when I crack jokes with her, but she's serious. and she would
Dead ass
probably,
all the time.
like on point. She would literally make some kids cry. I'm not even questioning. She would really make some kids cry because she looked.
100%. Yeah, that's my twin, bro. Like she don't that yeah.
Yeah.
That's some shit.
she
Goddamn.
she is more. She's more like you though.
100%.
Even like when I look at her, she's more like you. Harlem looks more like your wife. To be honest,
Right.
you know.
100%.
But yo, Skinny, what's behind you?
Okay. Behind me is a bunch of Spider-Man Marvel action figures that I've collected. They're on retro cards. So
Okay.
it's just a wall of, how do you say? I'm a comic book head, so it's just a wall of that. Hasbro kind of has blessed me with sending me some of these, and I just kind of post these up, and that's what I use.
So are you more Marvel or DC?
Marvel all day. I think most black kids are mostly Marvel, and like you find a few like that are into Batman, Superman, but like I'm X-Men. I'm an X-Men head, so it's just like that's me.
Who's your favorite?
Favorite X-Men or favorite Marvel character?
Well,
favorite X-Men, then favorite Marvel.
Favorite X-Men, I'm going with Bishop. That's my dude. The brother from the future. Favorite Marvel character, I like Captain America, but I love Spider-Man. So I'm kind of mixed. You got boys. Are they into this? Like, are they? Do they pull you to the movies?
So you know what? The reason why I asked what was in the back, because when I was younger, probably like 8, 9, I used to have a lot of cards, all Marvel, all DC. I actually had more DC cards than Marvel, to be honest with you. Even football, basketball, types of shit, right? And comics I got into too, but then I hit a certain age where it's like I wanted to keep them to save like to make money later on, but then you know I hit a certain age where it's like that stuff wasn't cool, quote unquote. So I just like I'm throwing it out, you know. So fast forward a bunch of years now. This year, one of my sons got into collecting cards and collecting pops.
Oh
so
shit!
It was kind of nostalgic because I brought him to this spot that I used to go to when I was younger, which was on right off Queen Mary and NDG, more uptown area.
Yeah.
It's called Sports or Hall of Fame or something like that. Hall of Fame cards or something like that. Anyways,
yeah.
Sell pops, they sell cards. So I brought him there, and he's cool and he's excited, but I'm more hyped because I'm like, okay, I'm reliving my childhood.
Yeah.
So like I asked because you know he's getting his little setup too. He's got his couple pops going on the wall and whatnot. So
I've always been about this stuff. It's just that, like, as you mentioned, at one point it wasn't cool. My mom's kept a lot of my stuff, and then like I just kind of never really got out of it. So when it kind of like, I think in 2015 I started taking collecting serious, and then like when I realized, oh, there's like a secondary market for this where you could take a fig that was like $24 and then 3 months later flip that for like 60 because you can't find it no more. And I was like, all right, I see what's up now. So yeah, this kind of just turned into a bit of a lucrative / small obsession, but in the future, this room's like $20K. So if I need to buy a house, down payments around my back right here. If you know what I'm saying.
Yo, I was what made me trip about you know the past of collecting is I was watching something and somebody showed me this Pokemon card. It was a Charizard, right? On the thing it was like 30 bands or 40 bands, and I'm like, what? And I said I had this card 4 times, hands down. And I literally wanted to go through old stuff, but I know for a fact that's gone. I probably traded it. I probably threw it away or gave it to my little brother. I don't know where that card is, but I know that I had it in the past. You know what I'm saying? So you keep those 20. You say 20 bands. Who knows? In 10 years, it might be 100. You know what I'm saying? So
that's basically what it is. My wife had the exact same Charizard that you're talking about, full binder of those Pokemon cards that are like, if you had them, it's like a good cold million right now. And she kicks herself every time because she just sold them shit at like a garage sale. And that's like, and I've never been about that. Like, I've always been like, if you got toys that you don't want to keep because your wife's trying to get you to give them away, give them to me because I'll check the value. I'll break you off some, so on and so forth. A boy of mine hit me up like 3 years ago. And he's like, listen, take these. My wife wants me to throw them away. Take these shits. So I checked. I ran all the figs. One of them was worth like 500 something. Sold that shit. Yeah, for one fig. 500 US. So I flipped that shit. Took my wife right now on our first date. It was cool. That same fig right now is a cool 5 bands. for like a 4-inch little like joint
What?
like this. Yeah. I
Wait,
kicking myself.
who's that? Who's that?
It's an old ninja.
No. Who's that? Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, okay, all right.
Right?
No. When we were talking
Hey,
X-Men, Nightcrawler is one of my guys.
after Bishop, that's
Mystique
Nightcrawler. That's
for
my G.
sure. Mystique for sure.
Okay, so you're talking now. We're getting
Come
into
on,
this.
come on.
Now
Yeah,
we're getting into this.
But
Listen,
you know who was low key. I like Mystique. I like Nightcrawler. I like Gambit. I liked but the dude that I like really, you only seen him a bit in the shows was Morph. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember Morph.
Morph was the guy, bro.
Yo.
Outside of the staple names like Wolverine and whatnot, Morph was the guy, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something that might blow your mind. So Morph, they haven't released a fig like that yet, but they're going to this year because you remember the old X-Men cartoon.
Yeah.
If you got Disney Plus, watch that shit with your sons because they're bringing it back.
Really?
They're bringing it back in 2023, and they're starting off from where they left off. Brand new episodes, bringing back the voice actors, all that shit. Like
What?
it never left. Yeah. X-Men's that popular now because they're starting to do the movies over. So instead of just starting a new cartoon, they're just gonna bring that shit right back.
Oh, see, that's the thing, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing in terms of like where we're at as society.
Bomb.
Everything in terms of media and what we intake is from the 90s or the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like there's nothing of the current year. It's all remixes or you know what I mean, of what we grew up on. It's dope, but it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird because I feel like they are legitimately catering to our generation, and they know, oh, these guys got kids now. Let's go and get their kids.
Yeah,
so it's like a straight double back where they got us when we were 4 or 5 with the He-Man, Transformers, whatever, Power Rangers, all that, and then they're just doubling back and getting us and our kids by giving us this. Like, look at that. You're gonna take a show that's 23, 30 years old and bring it back just because.
Yeah.
That's
okay. But on another side of that, what if the people that are running that shit now were us back then? Like, no, the way that shit ended wasn't cool. Like, we need to keep that going.
You're right.
So
there's always that side.
And if it was like that, I wouldn't even be mad. Because if you look at all the bodies of work that's been going on from It that just came out, they redid the It that was whatever. They redid something that I watched with my kids. I was actually excited to watch. It was the Cruella de Vil, the 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, the Cruella de Vil was hard actually. That one was kind of hard.
That. I like that.
That movie was hard.
That one I liked.
That was fire.
Yeah. The music in that was nice. The way they depicted Cruella was like, okay, I wasn't expecting that to be like, you're not expecting to root for her. So like that was sick.
I was rooting for, but no, because that's the thing though, like, because there was never an origin story, right?
Exactly.
And that's what made it dope. That's what made it like, okay, let me see what this is about. Yeah. So
she was always just that mean bitch with the dogs that drove like a dope ass Cadillac. But
yeah, now they kind of give you a reason to root for her, and like they're going to continue and do something else with that. But like, yeah, everything now is really just marketed towards us. It has its good sides and its bad sides. You can tell when it's genuine and they're actually trying to make something dope out of old nostalgia shit, and you can just actually tell when they're just trying to get money. And it's
that's a fact. That's a fact.
100%.
Before we go, I want to just, what do you guys got? What's up? What's coming up next that you can reveal for Flight School? Like, what do you? I know you got a bunch of things coming out the sleeve, but like,
so shoot.
Hit that plug, homie. Go ahead.
Yeah, where can we find you? Like, do tell.
Okay, so where can you find me? Shoot, man, your local football field. I'll be there, man. You know.
Okay.
But on Instagram, Flight School Football. We don't have an Instagram for our non-for-profit, but we will shortly. We also have our flag league that is, I can't remember the handle right now, but if you go Flight School Football on Instagram, flightschoolfootball.com, Flight School Football on Facebook, Flight School Football on YouTube, you'll find.
We're gonna add it all to the description. Don't worry about
do that for sure. And then what we got going on right now, we're running a flag league. We're gonna run a couple of developmental camps. Probably do a couple of big camps, and then some things we have under wraps. For me myself personally, I got some that's gonna be coming out in February. I can't speak on it too much right now, but
in February,
February,
okay, all right.
So I got something coming out in February that It's pretty cool, pretty dope. It's a good I can't even really talk on it. I was told not to say anything. But anyways, February, I got something that I'm gonna be announcing or dropping, so to speak. And it's it's gonna be dope, man. And I'll definitely once it's out and once it's it's live, I'll come back on here and we'll talk about it, and
definitely
that's a whole nother conversation to dive into.
That is one of many. I'm gonna have when you come back the next time, I'm gonna have to ask you about February Cold. That's it. I'm leaving it there because you mentioned February, and I was like, you just know you get spins from me, and my daughter listens to your shit. That's all.
Oh, dope.
That's all I'm gonna say.
So just know I'm on the main song, and Chops, you don't know this, but the main song that when I made the transition from Millie to February Cold, my son is in the beginning. So
okay.
So shit. So the middle one, the little guy, when he says it's cold outside, is him. And then at the end of the song where they're chopping up the beat, actually him talking too. So yeah, for sure, bro.
I just bumped that today, man. Shit, goddamn.
On another note, music note. So there's a young boy that I used to coach that I'm kind of pushing heavy. Okay. And he's actually got a show coming December 18th in Ottawa. There's another artist called Smiley. He's kind of popping in Toronto. I think he's Drake's artist now. So my young boy TGA Truth and their whole crew is they're called a Gray Area. They're out in LaSalle. So they're gonna be out in Ottawa performing. That's dope. He's definitely somebody that you should check him out. He's got that young passion, that young voice that is like, you could
send me his info and I'll put that up in the description.
I need to get him on something like this.
Okay. Definitely.
Absolutely.
That's
what this shit's all about.
Yeah, exactly. We were ready
for our peoples and stuff like that. I mean, when we started this shit out, it was nothing of. I was locked in the house and I hollered at Skinny. I'm like, yo, you do podcasts and stuff, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm going nuts talking to myself in my fucking house, bro. Like, I'm a people. As much as I fucking hate people, I need that energy to.
For sure.
So I was like, yo, let's do a podcast. And he's like, what do you want to talk about? I'm like, absolutely nothing, but everything. Like, my peoples, like, yes. Like, so anybody that you can think of, you're like, yo, you need an outlet. Like, we got a solid 94 followers on the YouTube page. I got over 100 and something on Instagram and shit. Like, people fuck with us. Like,
it'll just jump. We legit started in April. We're only 29 episodes in, and it just keeps jumping up and up and up and up. And like, I mean,
you're our last episode in our 20s, homie. Before we grow the fuck up, you're our last one in the 20s before we turn the big 3 out.
You know what? I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it on all my social media panels and wait, what's the subscribers at right now? What's the followers at?
Our followers 94 subscribers and followers is like 160.
We gotta make sure we hit 120 followers. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna make that happen.
My goal was for us to hit 100 before 2022. You talking 120? I'm in.
Reach for the stars.
No, we started at 70, bro. Like, it was 70 when I asked just to get the 30 jump, but we've gotten 24 in a week since I asked. So
we'll be up.
I ain't trying to be greedy, but like, y'all need to subscribe to the fucking channel. We're talking to you because you get shit like this. You got a boy Jamil in the house. He's telling you shit. Hit the smash the subscribe button.
Smash it. Just smash that subscribe button.
Oh, I see it pop up. That was
yeah. Hit that subscribe. That's Uncle Dude. These are the people following and listening to us. So again, my man,
Chopvision Nation. That's our people.
Big business, Jamil. We're gonna have you back. We're gonna have you and H back. We're gonna talk about a bunch of things, and I need to pick your brain more again about this Nightcrawler Mystique and your X-Men love, because I said Bishop because Bishop is mainstream. I was gonna say Nightcrawler. The fact that you said Nightcrawler, we peoples. So this to be continued. Thank you again for coming on. Everybody, check out Flight School Football, IG, Facebook, everywhere you need to go. And this again has been Chopvision, episode 29. We out. Peace.